See that sky up there? See those ominous looking rain clouds? That was bright blue and very hot and sunny this morning. And I don't even mean that long ago. I'm talking very not long ago. So I woke up and I was like, oh, quick, let's get the washing out. The weather is amazing. And now I think I'm going to need to bring this back in. I am getting a bit savvy to this weather, however. So I quite strategically put most things on an area that can be just brought in. Oh, actually, some of this is dry. It was so hot and sunny. I even put a second wash on, but that's going to have to hang up indoors now. Towels on the line, dress on the line, but the rest are on two soctopuses, you see, so they can just come in one lump. I better do that now. There's a particular way you have to pick this up. You see, if you pick it up from the other end, it goes all wrong. Oh, it's doing it all right both ways now, but if you pick it up a certain way, it starts to fold up on itself. I think if you pick it up with two hands, because I've got my camera on one hand at the moment. Anyway, right, this is going in the other room. Oh, in fact, I think most of it is dry, to be honest with you. Oh, I'm just going to have a quick switch around to take the dry stuff off. Truth be told, I'm not quite sure any of it is 100% dry. That was supposed to be dry in an hour, and then the rest of the stuff in the washing machine was going to go on those areas in the garden. Now it is not. It'll just have to stay there for a bit longer, won't it? Today has gone horribly wrong. We're not supposed to be in today, my daughter and I. Oh no, we're supposed to be at her university today. Mother and daughter scouting around, doing some activities for, I don't know, some kind of orientation stuff. She woke up this morning. She got up. 6:50 we were up this morning, and she was pottering around this kitchen at 7 AM saying, I don't feel very well. I said, are you feeling too unwell to go today? She said, I think so. Give me 10 minutes to think about it. I'll go and have a lie back down. 10 minutes later, nah. She was not well enough, so I'm fully supportive of that decision. I wasn't going to try and drag her out ill, so yeah, we've had to miss it. It was an optional one anyway. Most of the kids from further afield weren't going to it because they're not actually moved in yet, so for people coming from further afield, it would have been too far anyway. But that was a big disappointment, so today's been rather mundane and ordinary so far. I have another gig this evening and I'm smiling because we don't have to do our own PA. That means we don't have to carry it all from the car. It's usually just me and Mick because we always arrive early. We arrive earlier than we're supposed to, and we always just crack on with the two of us. So it's a lot of muscle work, and I don't film that part because I'm using my hands to carry the gear. And if I was to get the camera out and film Mick lugging the gear, then that's me basically shirking and leaving him to do the whole lot. Mick has more work to do with the PA because he has to put it in the car from his home in the first place and then load it back into his home and check the gears all working, you know, maintenance, all that, buying things that go wrong, fixing things. Anyway, but you know, even for the rest of us, we've got a lot of lugging to do and assembling, and when it's finished, you know, we can't just go, oh, thank you everybody, bye. You know, it's like, and now we've got to take all the gear back apart again, pack it all carefully into its cases, take it to the car one by, you know, one item at a time, lug, lug, lug. Some of it's very heavy. Anyway, so we haven't got that tonight. Somebody else is doing the PA. We've been booked to do a wedding gig, and they're doing the PA. Apparently they do PAs, they're used to it. PA is public address system, it's all the amplification. Anyway, so yeah, that's good. Apparently there's talk of us playing outside, which we don't want to do. We would never agree to play outside. People quite often book you, it's all organised, fee agreed, and then they say, oh, we want you to play outside, and then you got the awkward thing of, well, we don't really want to. And it's because the dew can come down, depending on the climatic conditions, the dew can come down, saturate the instruments and ruin them. And, you know, violin, for instance, in our band is well over 100 years old. It doesn't want to be soaked. And my flute does not want to be soaked. It's too much potential to get ruined and have to have all your mechanisms stripped down and sorted out. It's going to wreck the instruments, and you know, there's a lot of money's worth of instruments there, and we rely on those for our livelihood. So it's just an absolute no, 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 no. We cannot play outdoors if that's going to happen. I can't play in the wind because my air gets redirected off from the hole. It's not just a random old thing going on here. There's very precise muscle control and breath control going on to get that exact tone, and if the air column is interrupted by wind, the note either doesn't come out, or I'm continuously having to micro adjust, and it is mentally exhausting having to constantly think about that and not be just enjoying the performance. So that's another reason. Also, it's gonna get cold. You know, as the sun goes down, we are going to be chilly. Our fingers are gonna be cold. I can't really play in a heavy coat because it's extra weight on my arms. You try holding your arms up like that for you know, best 3-hour Kaylee's worth of playing. It's a lot, do you know what I mean? And when you add weight with extra, like a thick coat, it's too much. So I have to play without a coat on. And then my fingers are freezing, and especially when you've got your hands up in the air, you fiddle, you know, your blood drains out of them, you get really cold fingers, and then you need to be very highly dexterous to play your music. And then when your fingers are cold, you turn into like sluggish, and you feel like your ability to work is compromised, and you're physically very, very uncomfortable. Just know we don't want to play outdoors, so we might have a bit of compromising to do tonight. We've had a bit of compromising lately where we've agreed to just play facing outdoors under an actual cover, so at least we got the dew issue and a little bit of shelter. And luckily so far this summer it hasn't been freezing cold, but that's only part luck. Right, I need to show you something. I made a purchase on Amazon for £13.99. The sun is flipping shining now. I can't believe I just got all that in. £13.99. I think they might have been on some kind of offer. Ugh, doing this at extreme arm's length, the camera in the way. I haven't tried them yet. They came yesterday, and people have recommended Loop earplugs. These are not the Loop brand. What even brand are they? Does it even say quiet earplugs? That doesn't sound very brandy, does it? Oh, I don't know, but I'll leave a link in the description anyway in case you're interested. I haven't tried them yet, so I have no idea if they're any good, but they had one of the highest star ratings. It might have even been 5 stars or 4.5, something like that. So they're earplugs basically, but they look a lot like the earbuds, like the headphones. Well, the earphones, you know. They look kind of fancy, don't they? So I'm going to give those a go for my gigs, because I always play with at least one in, because I can hear my flute playing and vocals better through my own head if I have an earplug in. So I always do that for intonation. Well, not in my Kaylee band tonight, because I can always hear myself all right for that. But some other gigs where everyone's shouting and all are in, you know. So yeah, I'm going to give those a go. Have you got any like this? Have you got any thoughts, advice? Are they good? Because I normally use the 3M ones, the sponge, not conical but cylindrical, because I just find the conical ones don't expand thick enough to really fill the ear cavity enough to block the sound out. The 3M ones that I usually use, the foam ones, are excellent. I've never found a better one than that. So if this is better than that, I'll be absolutely astonished. But I feel like for the environment's sake, it's time I try something washable, because you just wash it, do you see? And you pick the thingy that fits the most, and there's a load of spares there as well. So yes, that is my latest purchase from Amazon. I did something very silly today. Do you remember in yesterday's vlog I was showing you my food stash that I got given at that concert I did? We were treated like royalty. I haven't done concerts for years, to be honest. I used to do a lot of them, but I haven't for years. I've just been doing wedding Kayleys, and it's kind of a different vibe. When you're turning up to do a concert, the venue people can just be so nice and welcome. They treated us like royalty, honestly. I was like, oh, can I make you a cup of tea? We got you some food. Here's a bottle of mineral water for you. Here's your dressing room. Anything else that we can do for you, don't hesitate to ask. Like, so nice. I felt like it was too much almost, because I'm just normal, you know. I'm not royalty. Anyway, yeah, so they pampered us a lot. So I had lots of this food left over, and so I was thinking, right, on the train going to Izzy's uni today, I will take the sushi and the whatever those dumplingy thingies were, and I'll have them for my breakfast. And then we didn't go, and I was sitting on the sofa doing my language learning, and I thought I could have them for breakfast here anyway. And I thought, no, I'll pack them in my bag. I'll make them my packed tea for later, for the gig. And then I forgot about that I'd thought that, and then I just ate them anyway. And they were blooming delicious. I have felt really treated, and I ate the last mouthful, and then I thought, oh, that was my packed tea. Now I'm gonna have to think about packed tea. So there was that, silly me. But I tell you what, there was like a sauce, which was soy sauce and lime combo. It was so good. I need to make something like that myself. I need to get lime juice and make a little extra bottle with half lime juice and half soy sauce. My mouth is actually starting to water thinking about that. It was so good. I had a friend that used to swear by Tabasco sauce, lemon juice and soy sauce mixed as a condiment, or she'd put all 3 of those things in her cooking, and I learned that from her. And I mostly do that now, except I tend to use real chilies or chili flakes instead of Tabasco, because it's a little bit vinegary. It's got another kind of taste to it in it that I'm not as keen on in every cooking context. I am half rambling. There's still rain clouds up there, otherwise I would put that lights load out that I put on. I'm not going to now. I'm going to have some rest today. I've decided I am, and I'm really trying to have leisure time. Yeah. so I'm not at it all the time. And I've been enjoying it, I must admit. So I'm going to go and do something now, and I don't even know what, because I haven't timetabled it, because I'm trying to have a bit of time off before going to my gig today. Oh my good gosh, I am having weather wars. It was bright and hot and sunny, like literally seconds after I just put the camera down. I was like, it's gone back to really good drying weather. Oh, I'm just going to chance it. I'm just going to put it all out a bit wet, because it's already wet out of the machine. And I got a sun hat on because it was so bright and hot. And then a fine mist of rain started to come down as I was hanging out the first item. So I've had to bring it back in. This is getting ridiculous. Make your blinking mind up, weather. Raining now and sunny. That's what my dad calls a monkey's wedding, when it's rainy and sunny at the same time. Sometime later, and we're having itty bitty tiny macaroni for lunch. The big pasta's all been eaten. How much should I do? This is a deceptively big packet. It's all condensed in, isn't it? How much is it? Yeah, it's 500 grams. So that's probably going to swell up quite a lot. I want enough to take for tea in a lunchbox, you see. I mean, if I do too much, that's fine, because she'll eat it for dinner. She loves tuna pasta. It's good comfort food for when she's feeling under the weather. Some frozen peas. I'm going to put them in the microwave. I do have a gig tonight. I'm leaving at 4:20. I am having some little baby broad beans as well. Well, they don't look that babyish, do they? They're quite big. I've seen bigger though. What's going on with that one? Right, inspect that. Oh, there we go. Look at all that goodness going in. There, one vat of tuna pasta. She'd be quite happy to have that for tea later. She could eat it till the cows come home. Lunch is ready. The laundry situation is getting more extreme in here. I'm not hanging the other stuff out. It's sunny again, but I'm fed up now with reporting that it's sunny. Now it's raining, now it's sunny, now it's raining. Anyway, the reason I'm filming my laundry is because I am getting my clothes ready to wear tonight, and I wore this yesterday. But look, it's washed and dried, and it's quite thick material, and if we do end up having to compromise and be a bit chilly tonight, it's like a blanket. There's so much fabric in it. So I'm going to have that. I'm going to get some pants, some tights. I don't know if my tights are dry yet. Saves me putting them away and getting them back out again, you see. This is my thinking. We'll have some pants. Oh yes, these nice ones. You don't need to look too closely at those. Right. Oh, and shorts. Shorts, yes. I'm going to go and have a shower and put these on. Here is the gig outfit of the day, except the footwear is going to be my DMs, not my nice comfy sandals that I currently have on. I'm going to go and make myself a travel cup of tea now. We've got an hour and 40 minutes allocated for this journey. I don't know if it will take quite that long, but you know, we like to have a bit of buffer. We're about 50 minutes into our journey here. We've got 40 minutes to go. Mick tells me he thinks we are in Herefordshire at the moment. He said you haven't told him where you are, so that's because I don't know where we are. So he informed me. Yes, the road is as wide as the car again. Out the way, bird. In case you're not familiar with roads like this and you're wondering what on earth do you do if another car comes in the opposite direction? Well, this is what just happened, and what you do is one of you takes the initiative to reverse to the nearest pulling in point, and they usually are quite frequent, aren't they?
They are.
They tend to be quite frequent. How frequent? As far as departuring?
I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, I don't know either, but it never seems to be that far when it happens. Okay, I'm vlogging in a bog. We've arrived. It's very, very, very much open-sided barn. I mean, it looks very nice. There's a huge disco ball. Sound engineer's massive sound system. I better go sound check. Big disco ball. Big. So we've sound checked. Got a bigger PA than we're used to.
I can hear you whispering.
I'm vlogging. Nobody's gonna notice.
I heard you doing vlogging.
Guy caught me in the act. Look, it's looking at me.
He was she was vlogging. He is singing. They are celebrating.
They are.
People over there seem to be dipping a small child into a paddling pool.
Wedding activities. Get very varied.
Oh dear, that could mean that Mick sings the monkey song third.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll get the legendary monkey song. Maybe. I've cracked open the tuna pasta. I probably won't eat all that. I think there's a break for food, so I'm going to try and have half and half because this is becoming a bit of a problem. I'm eating too much on Saturday nights. Although that said, it's actually Friday. Doodle, doodle. Oh, that's very pleasant. Oh yes. Hello, you all right there? You warm enough?
I'm fine at the moment.
You'll probably be leaping around anyway.
Yeah,
Keep
I'll
working
be
up a sweat.
right.
Some of us may be a bit chilly, though.
We might be a bit chilly, yeah. Oh. Maybe I better scoff this because it's supposed to be starting in 10 minutes-ish. And it might be sensible if I have another wee before we start because I'll be up here for a long time otherwise. Okay, look, I've just got some picky bits. Yum, yum, yum. I need to just show you the bath. My phone is being used for the playlist at the moment. This is my downloaded Spotify stuff, so I'm hoping I'm not getting copyrighted for it. Look at the bath. That's my kind of bath. Look at all that beer in there. And pop as well. Oh, this is where we're playing anyway. Quite soon, I think, 7:30, but I don't know what the time is now because my phone is attached to the PA with a lead.
What have you got on your sporran? What have you got on your sporran? Don't tell me a mobile phone.
That's where you've got to keep it. The sporran.
I am flask. 1, 2. They need one more couple in that set. You need one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yes, you got 4 on the second.
Oh my gosh, that disco ball looks like an alien with glowing eyes. Look at the eyes glowing.
There's another kid.
Alien is coming to catch her. They were just staring at me. I was just having fun with the camera. Nothing to see here. Guy said it's not an alien with 2 flashing eyes.
All right. Okay.
Strictly.
A what?
Strictly Come Dancing, Glitter Ball.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Right, this set, if you like to move just a little bit closer to the band, they won't mind.
Well, might do. There's a couple at this one dressed as zebras. Got some fantastic outfits. It's not actually the wedding day. The wedding day's tomorrow. This is the pre-wedding party. And there's zebras. I think that's great. I'm back. It's about 11:45. I was so glad of this top tonight. I tell you what, it was my absolute saviour. I didn't get too cold. The boys got a bit cold, I've got to be honest. They didn't quite have this super thick layer I did, and I was able to put my hands in my pockets in between playing, so my fingers were okay. I think when we got in the car, the temperature gauge said 14, so maybe it was about 14, but then it was dipping down as low as 11 as we were driving home, so I don't know, maybe it was about 14. Bit on the cold side, but anyway, they absolutely loved it. They didn't have to bring up a lot of dust. Oh my goodness, there was like shafts of light coming from the lighting, you know, through the darkness, and it was just like dust. It looked like there'd been a smoke machine, but it wasn't. It was just dust from this stone floor with all dust. But yes, it was a good night. Really, really, really lovely crowd. And unusually, it was a double wedding. 2 sets of bride and grooms. They decided to club together so they could share the expense of it, and they just had a really lovely big festival-y type party. So they've got tonight, which is the pre-wedding party, and then they're getting married tomorrow, one after the other. I think like an hour and a half apart, something like that. Yeah, that's the first time that has ever happened to us. In all the decades we've been playing, we've never done a double wedding. So there we go. Yeah, lovely evening. I did enjoy it, and the sound was lovely. We had a different person doing the sound, and we didn't have to carry speakers and stuff. Yay, bonus. Anyway, it's a little bit late now, so I better get myself ready for bed, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.